I'm kind of...
Hold on just a second. I think we're live.
It looks like we are.
I think we are.
I think we are.
Can't see it on my Facebook page yet. Oh, there we are. We are live. Let me change this real quick so we can see. All right. 1 second. Here we go. Okay. So, how are you? Can you hear me still? Air loading. Thumper can hear me. Sarah, let me know if you can. This is going to be an interesting podcast. We got Sarah Martin joining us from LA, and Steph is up. That she's back. I think maybe she's back. I don't know. Sarah, are you back? I have no idea. It's just I can't tell. I think we're live. Yeah, we're so not live. We're gonna see if Sarah can get back in. So while we're waiting for Sarah, I'm Jess. I'm the host of the Half Naked Conversations. Last night, if you were here, you would have seen that I did not have on pants because I completely forgot. So we're waiting for Sarah right now, and here we go. You there now?
I think so.
Yeah, right. I think you're here now. That'd be good.
Okay.
I don't know if we are. Let's see if we're still back on Facebook. Hey, Steph. Yeah. Can you check Facebook and see if we're still on? So let me introduce you. This is my friend Sarah Martin, who is an originally a New England comic who moved to LA in December to become a famous stand-up comedian. And how's that working out for you?
Oh, it's great. Now that all live events are canceled, it's really conducive to comedy.
It worked out well.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. I'm glad though, because if I didn't have sunshine right now too, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Yeah, so I love Sarah. Sarah and I work together a lot. And I love the fact that you're wearing your motorcycle helmet for your Bluetooth.
I'm extra safe today.
You're extra safe during this conversation because nobody knows what can happen during this conversation, which is hysterical. That's great. So basically, we're just gonna have a conversation. You can just sit there and sunbathe, and we'll all just stare at you.
I will. I'm on my motorcycle, so I'm just gonna lounge back and then scare people who pull up to Panera.
So I'm curious because I think LA has some pretty strict guidelines on having face shields on, right?
Only indoors.
Only indoors.
Yeah, to my understanding, even though I was yelled at the other day while I was walking my dog, somebody was like, "This is outrageous." I was like, I'm so far away and we're outside. Like, if you...
Are there a lot of people at the shopping center right now where you're at?
It looks like it normally would. I mean, I'm near a Petco and a Panera and stuff, and people are just doing their errands. It's just like paced a little bit differently as it has been. Like yesterday, went out and actually got some takeout food, which was nice because I've been cooking way too much at home. I never thought I'd learn so much about baking. But went to go get some sandwiches, and there was like a line out the door at Trader Joe's.
Really?
Yeah, it wrapped around like the entire plaza, and I was like, well, that's why I don't shop there.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steph loves shopping at Trader Joe's, but she hasn't been there in forever.
I love Trader
I don't
Joe's.
think I would want to go right now.
Good cheese, but I'm not waiting in line that long. Like, we went to Walmart and we just were allowed right in.
Well, that carries a certain risk to it, doesn't it?
There always is a certain risk to walking into a Walmart.
That is true, coronavirus or not.
Yeah.
So how is it in LA? Let me just say there are people that are showing up to watch. Kimberly, hi Kim. Hi Steph. Feel free to send a question if you're interested in asking one. Hey Mark, hey Kyle, hey Alan, hi Shane, hi April, hi Terry. I have to look down because I can't see who's actually on. This is the downside to this program. The upside is that it streams to multiple destinations, so I don't have to keep redoing this. The downside is that, everything is good there is bad. I don't need that. So how are you? What's going on? What's been happening in your world?
Oh, so much to tell. Big plans tonight. I'm gonna make some tacos because it's Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
There you go. I forgot it was Tuesday. So you're one step ahead of me.
The only reason I remember it is because T-Mobile sends stuff on Tuesdays, and I'm like, yes, awesome. I know what day it is today. Otherwise, I have no clue whatsoever. I normally don't anyways, so this isn't that big of a change, but...
You know when Fridays and Saturdays are when you're working, though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Lisa. Hi, Allison. Okay, loved you at the fundraiser for... Allison, is that for me or for Sarah? Chorus Angelicus in Winstead, Connecticut. Were you in Winstead, Connecticut, or was I?
Yeah, it sounds likely for either of us. I don't know.
Lisa Manning says there's way too many fucking people allowed in Walmart at one time. Scary for those of us that work in the building. Yeah, I can imagine. I agree with that. I would absolutely 110% agree with that.
I thought they were supposed to start putting like stipulations on that and have people like only a certain number allowed at a time.
Around here, they've made it so only 200 people can go into the Walmart at a time, which I still think is a lot of people in one place. Hey, Karen. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Chris. Hey, Christina. For those of you just joining, this is my friend. It's where the event was, Allison. I don't remember Allison. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you're talking about me or Sarah, but I'm going to say thank you for both of us.
No, what was the fundraiser for? That usually would spark off.
It was for, hold on, let me scroll back up. It was for Chorus Angelicus in Winstead, Connecticut. And I can't even remember being the children's choir. Oh, yes. Yes, the children's. Okay, Allison, I got it. Yeah.
See,
I tried to put that show out of my head because I had a really, really bad heckler who wouldn't stop talking. I don't know if she was a heckler. She was just really drunk and she was having a great time. And
isn't that usually how it goes?
Talking. She wanted to be the comedian, and I was like, no, you have to stop talking now. I can't go anywhere with us if you don't stop talking. So 300. So I feel like I'm becoming Amish. How does an Amish life ever sound exciting? We are literally all learning how to spread, do stuff, and then share our Amish stores with others. Totally fucking lame. So Lisa,
you're not very Amish if you're online right now.
Well, that's a good point. I was at the front table with the very drunk lady. That's great. Yeah, she was very drunk. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, that was her. Yeah. As soon as you said children's choir, I totally remembered. So, Sarah, let me ask you a question. What's the worst show that you've ever had?
Oh, there's so many.
Well, let's start with one and go from there.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you get yourself in a predicament where you agree to do a show when you know it's a bad idea to do the show, but you do it anyways. As it starts off as a bad idea.
What was one of the shows that you did like that?
One of the shows that I did like that, I'm trying to think of a more recent one. Actually, okay, so I did a show in Connecticut, and it was New Haven.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, like it's a new venue. They're trying to start it up. And I was like, maybe this is a good idea. Maybe it's not. And we were getting towards the end of the show. I was the second to last person on. And the last guy is just kind of jabbing at this guy in the back who's drunk and yelling out stuff, which I had, I sometimes have fun with, too much fun with.
You do. Yeah.
And he just thought he was part of the show at that point in time. And then the last guy who went up starts picking away at this guy, and he just took offense to something he said. And they were
something that a comic said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're now standing face to face in the middle of the show, and the audience member threw a punch, and then the comic threw a punch, and then there was an all-out brawl in the middle of the show, and broken glass is flying everywhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like, how do I get myself into these predicaments? And then I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. So I just went upstairs and was like, all right, so when are we getting paid?
Yeah. How much did you get paid to do that show?
Not enough to deal with that shit.
I think you'd have to get paid a lot.
Yeah. Not enough to deal with that shit. Like, should I have stuck around? Probably not even that. But I need to get money to get back. Yeah.
That's crazy. So that was
pretty bad one.
What was it? What was the what's the worst show where you've had the worst heckler?
The worst heckler. Well, sometimes I've had
I've seen you get heckled, and I've seen you end up writing jokes because of it.
Yeah,
which has been great.
For some reason, I think my face and my act bring it out of people sometimes, where they're like, "You're talking directly to me," and I'm like, "No, but I'm not."
Especially if you wear the helmet.
Yeah. Oh no, I definitely need to start wearing the helmet on stage now, so I can walk around like I'm some sort of one-man show with like a headphone microphone.
Yeah, I think it's a really good new look for you.
I think so. It'll help keep me safe from shows in New Haven.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, but you don't have to worry about New Haven right now because you're in LA.
Yeah.
So what are you? So I know. So for those of you who are just joining, this is my friend Sarah fucking Martin. I love that you put that in there. And she moved from New England. When did you move?
December 8th or something.
December 8th. You guys got rid of your place, bought an RV, rebuilt the RV, then drove to LA to pursue comedy.
Yeah.
And you are now in LA in a parking lot in an RV, and you cannot do comedy.
Yes.
Correct. And that's what's going on in your world. But at least you're if you're here on Facebook, give her some hearts for that, you guys, because that's insane. This is how much we love doing comedy, right?
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know if we can actually see. I don't think we can see comments. I can see the comments, but I can't see any kind of post or
I can't see any
no,
comments.
I can't see the
You could
hearts.
just be making shit up, and I'd be like, all right.
I can see hearts. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And your husband's an ex-Marine, and he's working at Harley Davidson.
Harley.
Carrie says she loves your shirt and your name.
Thanks, Carrie.
And Annette says, I live in New Haven. So not a funny situation. Yeah, I mean, this is, what do you think is going to happen, Sarah? How long do you think this is going to go on?
Well, when we first started talking, I was like, this is stupid. Everyone's overreacting. And you were so on point. And I was like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I was really freaked out.
And you've been correct so far. Now I'm just like, all right, I just don't want it to be real. But it is very real because I'm sitting in a parking lot wearing a friggin' helmet so I can talk to you. But yeah, how long? It's not like I have any good idea, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be anytime soon where we can resume back to normal, obviously. I miss doing comedy. I don't know what to do with myself. And I was like, what did I even do before that? So I'm just kind of riding my motorcycle around and drawing and stuff like that, and just trying to write, keep myself busy.
Well, you wrote a sketch comedy too, didn't you?
Well, I'm working on a sketch video, and then I'm still trying to, like, we have a pilot written for a TV show that we're still trying to shop around to places too. So that's another reason why I moved out here, was to be like, oh, you know what is a good place to be for that?
Yeah.
You know, you can run into people.
Is Panera open right now?
Yeah, I got this curbside.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good.
Watch how I get something to drink, okay? This is magical. I wish I had something to drink right now. Ooh. Okay, let's just give it a couple minutes and see what happens. Someone just
put vibes out there for Steph.
Yeah, I think, someone just said, don't worry, we're all at a standstill. Once the shit show is over, you'll have tons of material. Watch. Yeah. Ooh, suddenly. I like that you're advertising for Panera and not getting paid for it.
Oh, I know. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I could switch back around so you can stare into the sun.
No, this is great. This is great. We can see you. We can hear you. So what was your, you did a show called, is it Green Room?
No, Code Green.
Code Green. And what was that about?
It's about a psychiatric hospital. What? Oh, it's about a psychiatric hospital. It's about working at one. It's about the patients in one, and just like the idea of who's actually crazy is kind of silly because there's no such thing. You know, everyone's kind of tapped.
Right.
In this one, it's kind of like the people from Shameless are running the hospital. But we have like a little web series going because that's all we can afford to make at the moment. But
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, we have a good cast in it, which is awesome. We've had I'm so happy with like the way it's been turning out. We have one more episode that is coming out May 1st, which is, you know, May 1st is the spark off of like mental health month. So
okay,
that'll mark 1 year that we've had it out and about for the webisodes.
So if I want, where can people find that if they want to check it out?
We have most of our traffic going through Facebook, so it's just facebook.com/pro-psych-patient.
Pro-psych, like a professional psych patient.
Yep.
All right, I'll type that in. Hold on. www.facebook. pro psych patient?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that is the actual link and I didn't misspell anything. So I know that you guys had some pretty good journeys on your way to LA.
Was good.
You guys, I was following Sarah on her journey. I think I was sad. I was sad that you were leaving. Even though I wouldn't be able to see you right now. So the fact that you're in LA and you get the sun seems to be like a nice, I don't know, trade, you know? It's a trade-off. You'd be either here where it's still 50 degrees or there where you can motor. You're wearing a tank top.
Yeah. And it's about 80 degrees today, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds really terrible. Hey, Robert. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Liz. Hey, Mark. I don't know if I can handle 80-degree weather right now. I don't know what I would do with myself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It gets me out of the house, I guess.
Well, you have a dog that you take for walks. You go on rides with your husband. Okay. So what was one of the... Hi, Mark. What was Mark Scalia saying hi to you?
Mark.
I know you can't see. So Sarah's can you see anybody commenting, Sarah?
No, I can't see any comments. So you could just be like shoveling lies to me and I would just go with it.
So it's literally just the two of us. Okay, so if you guys want to ask me questions to ask Sarah, feel free to do that and then I'll ask them. So Mark Scalia just said, hey, ladies. Yeah, I don't know if I like this platform. It's really weird. Hey, Eileen. What was I going to ask you? So one of my favorite things, Sarah's, one of my favorite things about talking to you on the phone this is what actually happens with us on the phone. We'll just be quiet for a second.
What?
I just said we'll just be quiet for a second. Because neither of us will have anything to say. And we'll just wait.
I hate this.
I can tell. You're like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm on the spot. Mark Scalia wants to know what your last gig was.
My last gig was at the Ice House in Pasadena. And that was fun.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so bummed because right now I was supposed to be in New England again too, but whatever.
I know that got canceled on you. That sucked.
Yeah,
that sucked.
Yep.
Mark Scalia just said that this is the best interview ever.
Oh, I know. You're like, what was I going to ask you?
What's that?
You're like, what was I going to ask you?
Okay. All right.
I don't
know. Let me see how I can do this. Hold on a second. I know it's a very weird thing when you're in comedy, and this has not happened to any of us ever. And so we're all trying to figure out how to make something else work, right? So let's ask some questions to get to know you. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy?
Weird food combinations?
Oh my God. Okay, no, wait a second, because you eat the strangest shit. I thought about you yesterday because there was like, oh, would you eat bat?
No.
Okay, good. That was a good answer.
I'm afraid of bats to begin with, so this whole thing like does not do it for me. But
you eat anything else though?
As a general rule, I pretty much will try anything, unless it's like squid. Like I'm not a big fan. It's just too squishy. But like I've had a lot of random meat. Not bad.
Name
but
some.
Name
some.
Yeah, I've had elk, goose, caribou, frog legs, goat. Like whatever has been available. Oh, we have some. What do we have? We have venison in the fridge. We have boar. We have wild boar. We also. What was the other one that we had that was like so random? Camel. We had ground camel the other day.
Oh, you ate camel?
Yeah, it was good.
What did it taste like?
It tasted, I don't know, it just tasted like very meaty.
Does it taste like chicken?
It's like beef more so, but it's super high in protein. It's actually better for you than beef, which like a lot of these random like game animals are better for you in general, and like they don't have all the like fat that you have to cut out on like a giant piece of steak or something, you know?
Right.
And it begs the question, it's like, who chose chickens and cows is like, that's our go-to staple food, like just because they're easy to catch, just because they're dumb, or like
that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think cows are sacred in India or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Someone just said McDonald's uses camel meat.
Do they?
I don't think so. We're going to have camels around here. Who's going to pay?
I don't think camels save money. So
I don't think camel would save money at all. I think they use MSG. All right.
They're just feeding them MSG. Yeah.
Okay, here's a good question. What are some unusual, okay, since you've been in LA, what are some unusual places that you've been to? I mean, you've only been there for, how long have you been there now?
Since January.
So we're looking at 4 months max?
Yeah.
Was there anything unusual that you saw while you were there?
I've seen some weird shit in my life, but honestly, I'm not too weirded out by stuff here. Like things that's out of the norm for me, at least, was like there was a lot more backyard comedy shows, which were kind of cool.
Really?
I don't know if that's like strange, but that was really fun because it's like, you know, it's February or something. Everyone's out in the backyard having a couple of beers, listening to people.
Did you really do a backyard comedy show?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, which that's pretty cool. What's some other strange things? I don't know.
Pretty focused. You were pretty focused when you got there on doing the comedy.
That's the only thing I was trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to have I was really only just trying to go out to do comedy. That's the only reason I would leave the house, pretty much. Besides, you know, going to the store and whatnot.
Right. Right. Larry Stores is here.
Larry.
Yeah, he said wild buffalo boar. Ugh. Yeah. Hi, Marcia. Mark said something about hookers eating camels. I
haven't tried hooker yet.
You haven't tried hooker yet?
No, not a meat that I've eaten.
Oh, I tried hooker once.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Was it gamey?
Huh?
Was it very gamey?
It tasted a lot like tuna fish. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. Steph has had ostrich. Have you had ostrich? Hi, Blaine. My brother just joined.
I don't know if I've had ostrich. Maybe. maybe not.
Okay,
I'll have to put that on my list to make sure I know.
All right. Here's a good question that I think is if not appropriate, but if your job gives you a surprise 3-day break to rest and recuperate, what would you do with those 3 days?
To rest and recoup.
You would sit out on a motorcycle and talk to me. In front of Panera wearing a motorcycle helmet so that you could hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'd be doing. That and
but let's say that money wasn't an option and nothing was closed down. What would you do to like kind of like regenerate? Because I don't find any of this rejuvenating. I find it very challenging. I have made up for at least 6 years of lack of sleep.
Yep.
Of driving back and forth to New York City to do shows or just producing shows or whatever. I am like, wow, really tired. So I've slept a lot. I'm taking naps every day. I'm actually tired from sleeping too much.
Yeah.
So, if the weather was blue, if there were blue skies right now, I think I'd be outside. If it was warm, because there were blue skies outside today.
Yeah.
But it wasn't 80 degrees. I wasn't having it. Because I'm still not wearing pants.
If I didn't on the motorcycle, I feel like it'd be a problem.
I feel like you have to wear pants on the motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, legal, whatever. But like the hot pipes, that's what I'd be more concerned about.
Yes. So the question is if your job gave you 3 days to do whatever you wanted to do, nothing was shut down, just something to get to know you, where would you go? What would you? All right, hold on. Larry Soares just said, for Sarah, will she ever be the female version of the T-1000 if they reboot Terminator 2? Would she?
Oh my God, totally. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. You have
like RoboCop and RoboCop.
I've been trying to tell Sarah that she has to take acting classes while she's out in LA. For that reason and that reason only, just so you can be the T-1000 on Terminator 2. But they had that would be great. Okay, so go back to the question. What would you do with your time if money wasn't a factor? Where would you go? What would you do?
Where would I go? What would I do? Money wasn't a factor. I'd probably go to Hawaii, take some surf lessons there because the waves are friggin' huge. I wouldn't know what to do with those. And then I'd probably invest in like 8 years worth of sunblock because look at me.
I know. Your skin color actually matches the building color.
Yeah. If you make the transparent color bright white, I'll be see-through. I already am see-through, but yeah. I would probably spend all my money on tattoos as well. It's the only way I have any color is that and freckles.
Yeah, Steph thought that you would go to Hawaii and surf. And Kristen O'Brien just came in. Hi, Kristen.
Yay.
Yeah. This is really
offered to me before we left. She was like, if you need somebody to drive your things across the country, vote me in, because she loves traveling that much. And I was like, I'll keep that in mind. So I do need some things out of my storage unit, Kristen.
There you go, Kristen. You have a job if you want it.
Possibly. Once that stimulus check comes in.
Oh, you know what, though? Gas, it would be cheap to drive across the states right now.
The lowest. Gas is ridiculous here. And I knew that coming in, but
what was it when you got there?
like $4 almost a
Wow.
gallon, and it said like EC next to it or something, and I was like, do we need like a special attachment? I don't understand what's going on here. What does this mean? Like, is this gasoline that we can actually put in the car? And some sort of like eco-friendly thing.
Yeah.
That's fine. But we were like, I don't even know what this is. And the pumps are different. You have to like shove it down into the thing. And I was like, can we just get gas? Like just regular, like it's been weird, but it went down. I've seen it. The lowest I've seen it now is like 250, which is like unheard of here.
Can anybody beat that here who's watching? What have you seen out there? I think I've seen someone post $1.29.
Oh my God. What are they, in Texas or something?
I don't know. Post some if you guys want to play the game. Tell us what you're paying. I mean, I saw a really good meme on Facebook that said my car gets 3 weeks to the gallon.
That's pretty accurate.
I just thought that was funny. Kristen said she'll do it in 2021, which I don't know if it'll be helpful for you. So, yeah.
I just want a few things out my storage unit. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What kind of old person things do you do now?
Oh my God, I'm always kind of an old person.
Old.
Really.
Old?
Yeah.
What kind of old person kind of things do you do?
Oh, yell at people on my lawn. That's a big one. That's a big one for me. Is like people will just sit outside the front door because we live in a trailer still in a parking lot, and people will just park outside my front door, and I like to yell at them.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Right next door to you?
And I'm like, 6 feet.
6 feet. You're just gonna go around screaming Tourette, 6 feet, 6 feet, motherfucker, 6 feet.
I think I'm gonna create like an outfit that just has a tape measure on all sides, like it's just
so
big
funny.
round thing.
That's hysterical. 6 feet.
So that's a cool people thing.
You should be.
I talk to the animals.
Huh?
I talk to my animals like they're people because they are.
Yeah.
And that's like the drama that goes on in my day. Be like, John will come back from work because, motorcycle parts are pretty popular right now. There's no
crazy, right?
Yeah, there's no skipping that market. So he's still at work every day, and he'll come home and be like, you never guess what happened between Jacob and Seamus. Like the drama with the cat and the dog.
This is great.
Here's what you missed. Yeah.
Here's what you missed. All right. Okay, here's something else about eating. So we covered different kinds of foods that you eat. What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
The spiciest. I did a hot wing challenge with my friend Jeff and Katie. And Katie tapped out a little bit earlier than Jeff, who is psychotic when it comes to spicy stuff. Just straight face. Like we started at like, halfway through this like kit that had like 30 different hot sauces because I love hot sauce, but we started halfway through because we're like the mild ones, like we'll just skip over that, which was fine.
Yeah.
But then we started getting up to like the last couple hot sauces, and I couldn't even taste anything anymore. I couldn't taste anything. Like I knew that the next day was going to be painful all over.
Could you feel anything?
And John was doing this with me, and he does not eat spicy stuff that often either. And he threw up.
Did he really?
It was that bad. I tapped out before the last one because I couldn't. I just couldn't. Like it.
What was it? A ghost pepper?
It was ghost pepper something or other. like it was just named like agony or something, something like that. It was one of those kits that just like people do because they hate themselves. Like I don't understand why anybody would be like, this is tasty, let me just put this on an omelet or something. Like, no, it was not enjoyable hot sauce. It was painful, and I had to tap out at the last one, but Jeff Jeff went strong and ate the whole thing, and then he was like, "That's tasty." Like,
that's tasty. That's what it took for it to be.
And his face was bright red. His eyes were just tearing up, like unintentionally. But he's like, "Yeah, that's good." I was like, "All right, certified." Yeah.
I don't ever think I would do a hot wings contest. Although I miss ordering food. That's one thing that's changed a lot since we've been home. We have not ordered food.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I can't, because I'm such a germaphobe. So everything that comes in the house has,
Well, what's the system for bringing in groceries?
My system is I let Steph do it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We go to the grocery store, we come home, we take everything out, put it on the porch, wipe it down, put it in the refrigerator, go downstairs, take our clothes off, get naked, put everything in the washer, go upstairs, take a shower, and get dressed in fresh clothes, come back downstairs and wipe everything that's ever been touched down. That's the process.
So you don't feel like doing that in between takeout food, I guess.
No, because you know what? I don't think everybody is always very clean, because I've been in the restaurant business, and that kind of creeps me out a lot. a lot. So that's a big, important thing to me. And I'm afraid that someone might cough or sneeze on a pizza box.
Well, you throw out the box.
Yeah, but the pizza's in it first. Like if an employee were to cough or sneeze.
You feel like someone's opened up the box, sneezed into it.
Accidentally. And then put the pizza in and then sent it to me. It's just an overactive imagination. It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah. So are you just cooking every single meal then?
Every meal.
That really becomes burdensome after a while.
It really is the way it used to be before there was so much fast food.
Yeah, that's great and all, but I'm used to a different life. Occasionally, I cook a lot of stuff. Most of the time I eat at home because during the day I am at home, but at night you basically I eat chicken fingers or whatever, whatever's available at a show or something. And yeah, so my diet's probably improved since not doing comedy.
I think probably a lot of people's diets have improved. Not less preservatives, less eating out.
But it's nice to not have to plan every single meal or.
Yeah, it is, because we were talking to my sister earlier today. And we were trying to figure out, okay, what can we eat next? Like, what can we fix? Because you have to plan a menu, We've eaten meatloaf. We've eaten shepherd's pie. What else have we had? Grilled chicken steak. We've had mac and cheese. We've had chicken cacciatore. We've had hot dogs. We've had grilled cheese sandwiches. I made a fresh pasta sauce tonight. So
nice.
As soon as I get done, I think Steph is making the noodles now.
Well, now I'm starving.
Oh, Steph already ate. She ate without me. That was nice. Thanks. I had to trying to make sure it was safe. It was good though. Delicious. Yeah. So I've been making a sauce. My sisters called it a Sunday sauce. Sunday gravy.
Well, does it take all Sunday to make or something? Or
it's a Sunday gravy. It's a spaghetti sauce. Not pig. Pigs in a blanket. That sounds good. But Steph can't eat them because she's gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
I can. You just have to use.
You have to find some like gluten-free crescent rolls.
Right, crescent rolls wrapped around, yeah, with a little slice of cheese
Crescent
in
rolls
there.
always scare me anyways. Opening up that package, you're just like waiting for that pop.
The pop. Okay, so when I put on Spanx and I take them off, which I don't do very much, I get that same sound. It's awful.
Do you have to use a spoon to press in, or
No, I thought so Steph is significantly smaller than I am. And I thought that I could wear her Spanx. And those things are not designed for they're designed for your size. They're not designed for someone else that's smaller than you. Wearing a smaller size Spanx will not help you look smaller. It will actually injure your back. I think I threw my back out. It hurt so bad. I like literally just let them roll down. And I had to wear them like that because I was so uncomfortable. And then after that, I said, you know what? This isn't going to work. So I went into the bathroom, I took them off, and I threw them away.
and you threw out Steph's Spanx.
I probably didn't throw them away, but I put them somewhere. I maybe just probably gave them back to her and said, put these in your purse. And I then went commando. They were that uncomfortable. I don't know how women are women. I will never be a good, I just like being who I am.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're not wearing Spanx right now, I'm assuming.
No, I am not. Yeah.
So what's like your daily outfit that like what's your go-to? Like have you decided to get up one day and just wear like normal clothes? If you have, because you said you haven't left the house, right?
Right.
So you've been inside for how many days now?
36.
Jeez.
I'm really scared.
Oh God. Okay. So you haven't had a reason to put on like normal clothes or
Nope.
pants at all.
Nope. And I'm afraid to put on my pants. Because what if they don't button? That would be very bad.
The entire time?
I've just been wearing t-shirts and boxer shorts for the past.
Yeah.
I have not worn a bra in 36 days.
Good for you.
It's amazing, but I don't think it's good for the girls.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I feel like I'd knock myself out at some point if that was a thing. But yeah.
That would only happen if I was probably jumping up and down, which there's really no reason for me to do that.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are doing like workouts inside and stuff, but I live in a trailer.
Yeah. Steph and I were talking about doing Pilates and maybe taking one of those TV courses. And she's like, do you want to film it? And I was like, no, that is not like the last thing that I would want to film is me trying to do Pilates in our house at all. I just have no interest in doing that at all.
That could be really funny.
It could be, but not at all funny for me. I think it'd just be funny for everybody else. I think it would be funny for Steph. I don't even know how I would do Pilates at this point, but I got to do something. Yeah. We will be doing some yard work once it warms up.
Yeah.
So
I've been trying to come up with like different routes to take my dog on. That's that's always a thing, but it's kind of tough with like the parks being closed and everything here. So it's just like, what do you want to look at? Like go take a drive somewhere and let the dog roam around somewhere else, you know?
Well, you got the parks are closed, your beaches are closed.
Yeah.
Dog parks are closed.
Yeah, I gotta look into it because I think there's a place nearby that's still like, it's like a rehab place for dogs. Like, cause my dog needs to swim. His knee's bad. He needs swim therapy, and I think they just take them in like by appointment.
Really?
I gotta look into that. Well, it's LA. You can get like dog Reiki. It's not an issue.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That would be amazing.
This thumper needs some breaking. Yeah.
Say that again.
This thumper needs some breaking.
Thumper needs like psychiatric. Thumper's Thumper's like insane. I'm just putting your information here.
Henry's not his therapy dog.
Henry would make an amazing therapy dog.
He'd be perfect.
He's super, super laid back.
Yeah.
So he would be fantastic. Thumper's a little on edge.
I just mean Henry's not Thumper's therapy dog.
Oh, Henry should be yeah. Henry can't stand for more than 2 minutes. Henry walks into the room and he's like, I'm tired. I need to lay down. And that's it. So, yeah. So, is there anything that you want to get out to the world right now? The world of, we work together. We know each other pretty well. I would say this is a pretty good conversation for us.
Yeah, I mean, check out True Green. There's a new episode coming out. That's the only thing that I really want to be working on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And you're writing and you're doing stuff. You're still working on stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much to write about at the moment. I need like new experiences, but
it's hard. It's hard. We could just stare at each other for the whole hour that we're on this.
We could totally do that.
I have a feeling that when you get done with this interview, you're just going to get on your bike and go, I'm never going to do that again.
Well, probably, but I'm going to make some tacos first.
It's Taco Tuesday, so enjoy that.
Yeah.
Is there anything like, what's one, do you want to tell a joke?
No. Nope, I do not.
Sarah, tell us a joke.
Yeah.
Make us
you're a
laugh.
comedian? Tell me a joke.
That's the worst thing that you could ever say to anybody.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Well, it's been lovely chatting with you.
It's been good chatting with you. I'm glad the Wi-Fi here is much better than at my house. I feel like I've got a neck workout wearing this helmet and bouncing up and down now. My neck's going to be huge.
I find it amazing that you've been able to keep that thing on for the past hour.
Yeah. So. It's going to be toasty in here.
I wouldn't want to smell you.
Yeah, true story.
True story. All right. Well, I will catch up with you in a couple of days. I thank you for coming on here. And anybody who wants to follow Sarah, her information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. Thanks for driving. I know this was a pain in the ass for you, so I appreciate you taking your motorcycle, driving out to Panera. How long did it take you to get to Panera from where you are?
Not long at all, but I appreciate having a reason to leave the house.
Yes, and so you did this just to have decent Wi-Fi, because we actually practiced this and it didn't work from your house.
Yeah,
so,
I'm still. You should do the floating head before.
I find your commitment to things amazing.
My commitment?
Yes, your commitment to being here today with us in Western Mass is absolutely phenomenal, and we love you for it.
Thanks for having me. I always like talking to you.
I love talking to you.
I still think you should do the floating head.
Oh, the floating head. All right, I'll do it. Hold on. That would be the green screen.
Yeah.
So, hold on a second. There it is. All right, hold on.
There we go.
There's my floating head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have such a nice living room.
Don't you like that? It's very nice, right?
She remembers these.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right, Sarah, you're awesome. Thanks for spending the day with us.
Thank you. I will talk to you soon.
I will talk to you soon. Drive safe. Throw your plastic away.
I will. I got a straw too.
Don't forget to recycle.
Yeah.
All right. I love you, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.